It's not me you should be interrogating. It's that copper of yours, Mick Hopwood. He assaulted me.
Mr. Battersby.
Police brutality. That's what it was. But you all cover for each other. You all spit in the same pot, you coppers!
Calm down, Mr. Battersby. You're doing yourself no good by this.
You what? Whose side are you on?
Yours, Mr. Battersby. I'm representing you as your solicitor. Unless you prefer to be represented by somebody else.
No, you'll do.
In that case, I suggest you take my advice and try to keep calm.
I've listened to your denials, Mr. Battersby. But in view of a statement I received from 2 police officers, I must warn you now that in due course I could be charging you with assault. It's possible other charges may follow.
But I've done nothing. Mick Hopwood set about me for no reason. You can see what he did to me. And I've got crap ribs, bruises all over my body. Are you going to let him get away with this?
I'll be defending you if this goes to court, Mr. Battersby. And of course, I expect you, DS Major, to take my client's complaints against your officers seriously.
We always do, Miss Clements.
Oh, yeah. Was that a pig just flew past by the window? Or flaming Mick Hopwood?
See ya.
Yeah.
Hey, and be careful. There's a lot of lezzies out there.
See you later.
See you now.
Oh, no, look, hang on, mate.
No, what you gonna do about it?
Look, are you sure about this?
Well, why don't you ask him? I'm just filling your gaffer in on your antics in my flat and my car. You had my keys, so you thought you'd take over my property.
Look, is this right, Tyrone, or what?
Yeah, it was just supposed to be a prank.
It was a diabolical liberty.
I didn't mean to do any harm.
What's going on?
Tyrone, been using Mike's flat while he was away.
And driving my car. There's 100 more miles on the clock than when I brought it in here for a service.
What are you playing at, Ty?
Well, for your information, he wasn't playing on his own. Your daughter was in the flat with him. I got them both banged to rights.
Our Katie?
Yeah. Bonnie and Clyde, it looked like to me. Well, I haven't brought the police in yet.
Wait till I see Les.
Might well be seeing him today. Probably going to let him out this morning.
Well, I wouldn't. If it were up to me, I'd throw a key away. I'll see you later, love.
See ya.
Oh, all right, mate.
Good morning.
What's good about it?
What's that holiday no good? Is that why you come over?
The holiday was great. Everything was fine until I come home. Oh, that's the woman I want to talk to. Want to have a word with you?
Me, Mr. Butlerworth.
I'll tell you exactly what I told your husband. I got back off my holidays last night, and who turns up at my flat? Your daughter and that Tyrone Dobbs.
Oh, Katie, in your flat? I don't understand. I mean, what was she doing there?
Living the life of Riley by the look of it. Been there all week, I shouldn't reckon. Eating my food, drinking my drink, and driving my car.
I've no idea, I mean...
I'd keep that daughter of yours under control if I was you. Right, the show's over. Get on with your jobs. Well, you've still got one.
It's just the 1 week, your papers.
I know that. I pay every week without fail. Oh, morning.
Hello, Mrs. Hunt. Nice to see you.
I see you're getting to grips with the wedding. You cannot beat a good old traditional wedding, in my opinion, with things done right, with dignity. After all, it is the biggest day in a woman's life.
Oh, do you think so?
Yes, and I'll bet you £1 to a pinch of snuff Mrs. Unwin does too.
Well, yes.
So there you are, you see. No, let's have everything done right, I say.
You mean like in a church and so forth?
Oh, well, that's up to the bride and her family to say. I mean, it is the bride's side that's going to be paying for it all.
Oh, I don't think so. Not these days.
Oh, excuse me. The bride's side pays for the wedding and the do, the reception. The groom pays for the cars, if they need any, and things like presents for the bridesmaids.
Well, that's down to our Shelley, but all that about the bride's side paying for everything, that's gone out now.
Not round here, it hasn't.
Oh, I think you'll find it has. Especially when the groom's second-hand, so to speak.
Second-hand? Our Peter? I don't know what you're getting at.
He's been married before, so our Shelley tells me.
Well, yes, he has. But what that's got to do with the price of fish, I do not know.
The point is, he's already had one wedding at somebody else's expense. And as far as I'm concerned, that's his ration. If he wants to go getting wed again after that, it's down to him to fork out for it.
No, I don't think
all
that's
the
right.
suffering there is in the world these days, people starving all over the place, spending a fortune on a wedding, well, it's obscene, if you ask me.
Nobody is asking you.
So keep your nose out.
Right, cheers. Mike Baldwin's one of our best customers. He's brought a lot of business here over the last few years. If he takes that somewhere else, that'll be your fault.
Yeah, I said I'm sorry.
And what if he goes to the police about you? What happens then, eh? People's not going to bring the cars to us. They think you'll be joyriding round in it, and I tell you this, Tyrone. If you end up in court over this, I can't guarantee your job will still be here.
It was just supposed to be a bit of fun. I didn't think it'd end like this. I was just trying to act big to impress Katie.
What's the point? Get on with your job and keep your mind on it.
You're doing your level best to get our Katie into trouble, aren't you?
I never touched her, Tommy, I swear.
I'm not talking about that kind of trouble, but you better not. Any ambitions like that, forget them. Because I'm telling you now, and this is the second time I've told you, stay away from Katie. I'll not tell you a third time. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh, she's got a mouth on her, that Blanche. Makes me wonder what you're marrying into there, I tell you.
What did she say exactly?
It wasn't just what she said, it was the high and mighty way she said it. Cracking on our side, we're going to have to fork out for the entire wedding.
It's got nothing to do with her.
Do you think Peter put her up to it? No. And Mother, you can get that right out your mind now. Peter's not like that. If you say so. I do say so. Peter is lovely. He's just had a lot on his mind at the moment. And listen, me and Peter will decide what happens at our wedding. Not Blanche and not anybody. And I won't have a mithering you like that. Oh, wait till I see you.
You look really terrible. Do you want me to get some plasters for them bruises? Cover them up a bit?
No, I want everyone to see them bruises. See what was done to me.
Get that down, you.
Oh, cheers.
I'll get that.
Okay.
Right, Les. What the hell were you up to yesterday?
Blimey, you been in an accident or something?
What happened to me was no accident. The police did this. My cop would beat me up. I was just telling Kirk and Fizz.
Come on, Les. What really happened, eh?
I swear to you, without a word of a lie, Hotwood and that cow from next door, Emma Watts, they pulled me over in a new motor for no reason. And then Hotwood laced into me, hammered me, and put the boot in while I was on the floor.
Well, look at his face, Steve. Them bruises. What can't speak, can't lie.
Yeah, and you know what, Steve? The police are blaming Les. They're doing him for assaulting Mick Hotwood.
I'll see.
It's God's honest truth, I'm telling you. They've fitted me up between them. They've charged me with assault. They've let me out on bail. And it should be them two that's in the nick, not me, because I'm innocent.
Well, you're in no fit state to drive.
Oh, no, I want to work, boss.
Forget it, Les. Like I said, you're in no fit state. Besides, you'll scare half the passengers to death. No, that's my day sorted out, innit? I'm taking over your shift. Thank you very much, Les.
I don't think he believes you.
You two believe me, though, don't you?
Of course I do, mate.
I swear to you, Fizz, I've told you the truth.
OK, Les. I believe you.
Oh.
Emma.
Hello, Mick.
Look, I'm glad I've seen you. Just wanted to thank you again for backing me up with a misstatement. You haven't told anybody, have you?
No, I'm not likely to. I'm not exactly proud of lying for you, Mick.
No, I know. I'm not exactly proud of myself, losing it like that. Letting Battersby get to me the way he did.
You kick up the biggest stink about the hammering you gave him. You do realise that, don't you?
Yeah. And I hope you realise if we don't stick together on this, I won't just be at the force, I'll be in the nick. Which is where you could be too. Keep that in mind, Emma. We need to be singing from the same hymn sheet.
I thought you'd be in here.
Blimey. What's happened to your face, Les?
Her boyfriend did this to me. What do you reckon to him now, eh?
Well, I feel sorry for you, but you shouldn't have started it, should you?
I never started it. It was him. I was quietly minding my own business when he picked on me and attacked me.
That sounds just like you, Les. I don't think. You've always fancied yourself with your fish, you. When in doubt, lash out. The amount of folk you've bashed in your time, do you know I've no fingers left to count them on?
I never laid a finger on you in all the years I was with you.
No, because you knew what you'd get if you tried. Now, don't come whinging to me, Les. You've pushed your luck once too often, and now you've come up against a better man.
Trade fair coming up at Wolverhampton. My old mates aren't going now, so I think I'll give it a miss as well.
Oh, you still want me to go, though?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you make a few contacts there. Could pick up an order.
Excuse me, Mike, they're fine.
Right, well, if you aren't going, how about I take Karen? I mean, it'd be a good experience for her, wouldn't it?
Well, that depends on what sort of experience you got in mind for her. But I'll tell you what, you're dealing with dynamite there, my son.
He's in it for the compound.
Look, I'm only telling you what Les told me.
You don't know what you're talking about, you.
Les swears he didn't start that trouble with your Mick.
Well, of course he does. Because Les is always innocent.
Yeah, and I think he might be this time, that's all I'm saying.
You are talking out you gusset, lady. I know Les. I married him. More fool me. And I also know Mick. And they are completely different. For starters, Mick is a decent bloke.
Look! Fight on your own time, right?
Yeah, she started it.
Yes, and I'm finishing it.
And don't you dare bad my
Janice!
Mick.
One more word out of either of you, and you're both in trouble. Do you hear me?
Dynamite, did you say, Mike? Well, she makes one hell of a band, doesn't she?
I've got a bone to pick with you, Blanche.
Oh, yes?
What you said to me mother in the paper shop this morning. Getting to her about the wedding arrangements.
Getting to her? Never in this world. I made a few observations on the way we do things round here. The etiquette, if you like, about financial arrangements.
Yes, and you upset her.
Oh, give over. Your mother's no shrinking violet. She can stick up for herself. And I never said anything I shouldn't have. Norris here, he were in the shop. He'll tell you.
Yes, I was there.
Blanche, she's just lost my sister, our Sharon.
I know that. That's why I was politeness personified. Norris can back me up.
Yeah, but
And when she brought up the subject about your wedding to our Peter...
The wedding is our business, nobody else's.
Now, excuse me, but when you are family, you are entitled to speak, especially if it's a case of having things done proper.
The wedding will be done the way me and Peter want it to be done. And when I want your opinion, Blanche, I will ask for it.
Look, weddings are more trouble than they're worth, love. Have you thought of quietly eloping?
This is none of your business, Norris.
So stop sticking your oar in.
All right. See you, Jan. Karen, I want a word.
What's up?
Nothing's up. It's about this trade fair in Wolverhampton.
Yeah?
Well, mine's not going, but you still want me to go, so I'm offering you the opportunity to go with me.
What?
Well, it's a good thing from your point of view. I mean, it's all part of the learning curve, isn't it?
Oh, come on, Joe. You know that's not on.
Why not? I don't know what you mean.
You know exactly what I mean.
No, I don't. I don't know what you're afraid of. It's just business as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. Funny business.
I warned you about Tyrone. I told you stay away from him.
It's not like you think. We're just friends, that's all.
Well, friends is too flaming much. You won't be told, would you?
So it's true then, is it? What Baldwin says? You and that Tyrone in and out of his flat all this past week?
Well, only a couple of times. They didn't see many harm in it.
You stupid girl.
Oh, it's not just the flat, is it? Oh, no. They've been bombing around in his car, haven't they? Baldwin said they put 100 miles on the clock while he's been away.
Where the hell did you go?
Well, nowhere particular. Just drove round and about a bit.
So why didn't you tell your dad and me after Baldwin caught you?
Because I thought that'd be the end of it. He gives a right telling off.
It's a long way from the end of it. Your mother could lose a job over this. And he's talking about bringing the coppers in. And if you end up in court, well, that's it, innit? We've all got to start again, haven't we? New town, new names. Now do you see what you've done?
I didn't think this would happen.
No, you didn't think at all. See, you get down to Underworld now. You'll catch Baldwin if you're quick. You get down there and you grovel.
Night, Peter.
Night, Sally.
Sorry, Blanche, we're just closing.
I'm not here for a bet. I'm here to see our Peter.
Why, what's up?
I found something out today, and it throws an entirely new light on this wedding that you and Shelley have been talking about. Oh, my eyes have been opened, Peter.
So who's told you this? Is it Tracy, I suppose?
Nobody needed to tell me. I got it from the horse's mouth. Oh, she's got a shrewish side, has Shelley.
Sorry, Blanche. Can you tell me what you're talking about?
Shelley, your fiancée. She turned on me like a mad thing in the Rovers, accused me of saying things that I shouldn't. Me? Well, I ask you.
Well, come on, look, you must have said something.
No. Only a few comments about your forthcoming wedding arrangements to her mother. And that's when I found out the mother has a vicious temper too. Well, you know what they say. If you want to know how the woman you marry is going to turn out later in life, study her mother.
Look, Blanche, I know for a fact that Shelley's nothing like you're trying to make out that she is. She's good-natured, she's kind and warm, and she's a very sweet person. You know, I suppose when you think about it, I'm a very lucky man.
Right, come on in. I'll buy a drink at the Rovers.
Mr. Baldwin, can I have a word with you, please?
Would you want to borrow my car?
No. If I could just talk to you.
Joe, you go over, get him in. I'll be over in a minute.
Yeah, right, I'll see you in there.
Well?
I came to apologise to you. What we did was stupid, me and Tyrone, and it was wrong. We shouldn't have done it. I just hope you don't take it out on my mum for what we did.
Well, you got a nerve. I'll give you that.
Yeah, and I'm really sorry, Mr. Baldwin.
Sorry you got caught.
No, I'm sorry for what we did.
Well, it's easy to say. Perhaps you mean it. But I'll tell you what, when I decide what I'm going to do, you'll be the first to know, one way or the other.
Hey, love.
Hi.
Pint, please.
Just telling Tracy. Blanche has been stirring trouble up about our wedding.
It's the last thing you want, eh, Peter? Wedding trouble.
Oh, well, you know what Blanche is like. She loves to stir things up. Best thing to do, love. Take no notice of her.
I won't. We'll have our wedding how we want, no, somebody else wants. Oh, that reminds me, Tracy, flowers. Obviously, we'll do them through your place. So, when I get a free minute, I'll come down and we'll sort things out.
Right. Well, that might be a bit difficult. See, something rather nasty happened and I lost my job at the florist.
No. Did you know about this?
No. This is the first I've heard.
What happened?
Well, do you remember me telling you about my boss, that she were getting married? Well, she did get married, yeah. And then she found out that her husband had been cheating on her right up until the wedding day.
No, that must have been awful for her.
Oh, and she's pregnant as well, you know. So when she found out about her husband and this other woman, she gave him the marching orders. She was dead upset.
I'm not surprised. I know how I'd have felt.
Oh, she was that upset that she's left Weatherfield altogether, put a woman in the shop to run it until she can sell it. Anyway, no one knows where she's gone, and that was the end of my job.
Well, I'm really sorry for you about your job, but I can understand how she must feel. I mean, that's awful. I mean, about the husband. Oh, there's some horrible blokes in this world, isn't there? Can't all be as lucky as me, eh? Oh, yes, Joe.
This is what your wife's pal did to me. And she stood there and let him. And it's more than you can see. My body's bruised all over, I've got crap ribs. He damn nearly killed me.
Les, what is it you want?
I'm here, pal, to tell her what I think of her.
Well, you can't, because you're still at work.
All right, that's all right. I'll wait.
Hey, no you won't, because I don't know what time she's going to be back, and apart from that, I've got things to do. And anyway, you shouldn't be here. You only get yourself into more trouble if you start abusing Emma. She's got a job to do, you know.
Her job? Her flaming job? She watched her up all beat me up last night, for no reason. I never lifted a finger to him. And she signed her name to a load of lies, saying it was me who attacked him.
Yeah, well, save it for your mates, Les, because they'll believe you more fool them.
It's true! God's honour! Her and him, they've fitted me up. They've sworn my life away with their lies. And you are my counsellor, right?
What's that got to do with anything?
Well, it's down to you to stand up for me, to get me justice.
Don't you come the outraged victim with me, Les. Because I know what you're like. I haven't forgotten about the time I asked you to keep the noise down, and you headbutted me. You broke my nose.
That was a misunderstanding. I thought you were going to hit me.
Don't give me that. I know you. Now, go on, get out of here.
Oh, what?
Oh, I might just lose my temper.
Oh, yeah. Right. Big man when I can hardly walk. And I've got broken ribs. I remember this. You wait till I'm feeling better.
Yeah, you wouldn't attack a policeman, would you, Les? No, not a peace-loving bloke like you. Go on, get out of it.
So what do you think you're playing at, eh? Telling Shelley about you know what?
Yeah, but when she started going on about getting flowers from Lucy's shop, I had to put her straight, didn't I?
You didn't have to give her the full Monty about leaving her husband and all that.
Well, when you're telling lies, it's supposed to be better if you weave a few truths in. But it's all right. I've kept your secret, haven't I? Till now.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm going to do my best not to let it slip and say anything. But, you know, it's not easy when you've got no money and no job. And I've done my best to help you out with Shelley, but who's helping me out?
So what else did you do in Baldwin's flat, then? Test the bed out, try his suits on.
Shut up, Kirk. That's not even funny.
Hey, did you try his shower out with Katie?
No, and don't say anything like that again, especially in front of her dad, or else he'd do me.
Well, I'll have to get in the queue then, won't I? Baldwin's already in front of him.
Is that your favourite mechanics in? You retired on?
Yeah, I just noticed.
You decide what you're going to do about him yet?
Yeah, just come to me, a flash of inspiration. I'm going to put the wind up him good and proper. Teach him a lesson he won't forget. Mind the drink. Right then, Tyrone. Where's my money?
What money are you on about, Mr. Baldwin?
Oh, come on, don't give it that. You know what I'm talking about. That bundle of £10 notes. Bottom of my wardrobe, elastic band round.
I don't know what you mean. I never went anywhere near your wardrobe, honest.
I don't want any of your tales, but I want that money back. And I want it back quick. Or else, you've got till the end of the week. Got it?
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's been one of those horrible days.
Yeah, well, it could have been worse. You've only just missed Les Battersby.
What, he came to the house? What did he want?
Oh, justice. Wonderful, isn't it, eh, coming from him? Then he gets all indignant with it. I'll tell you what, though, if you'd never met him before, you could swallow the whole self-righteous performance. So send him on his way. He must have fought like a madman. He was covered in bruises. Oh, yeah, and he's claiming broken ribs now as well. Must have given Mick hell of a fight.
Yeah, well, don't go on about it. I get enough of this at work.
Yeah, all I'm saying is it must have been hell of a scrap, that's
yeah, well,
all.
don't. Just drop the subject.
All right. What's the matter? And don't say nothing, because I know you too well. And I know you when something's bugging you.
Les didn't give Mick much of a fight. It was all one way right from the start.
What? What are you telling me?
Mick lost it. Les has been needling him for weeks about Janice and all of that, and... well, like I say, he just snapped. Something Les said, I don't know, I couldn't stop him.
You mean Les is telling the truth? And Mick attacked him for no reason whatsoever?
More or less.
And you're a part of this cover-up. Well, it's worse than a cover-up. This is a fit-up.
Yeah, but if I hadn't, that would have been it for Mick. Like, 20 years of being a good copper down the Swanee. Like, he'd have been off the force, straight into the nick. Norman, I had to do it.
I don't believe what I'm hearing. What about justice, Emma? What about the truth? You can't do this.
I already have.